Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 30 base. Greystone, travel. Shit. Get it.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call. A 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, turn it up. Shit. Hey, lock it.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
X3, 218, chop down.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
We play to win. Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Got an open man, that's Campbell. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run, and you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Protein spill.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Under 10. Check it out.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Yes. Stay home.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, every now and then you just absolutely outguess yourself. 3rd and inches, and they decide not to run the ball, you end up seeing the end result.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass, and it backfires. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check 52. Check 3, check 3. And no timeout.
Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Watson. McKinnon here, it's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
That'll go as a pickup of 8. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Right, 58, right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 39, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson, and this is caught by Watkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. From the gun on third down, Watson. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And this one's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Titans! DeAndre Hopkins. His 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Mixon will get it to start the second half. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 35 on second down, Watson looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Watson now from the gun on third down, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Here's Watson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first and 10, Watson. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
On second down, Mixon. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second down now, Mixon. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So it's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead. It's
been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watch twist. Check. Fresno.
They run again on first down. Cook. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Titans. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Watson on first down. Flushed out right. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 23 yards on the play.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, Mixon, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. From the gun on third down, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and a yard, Smith going deep for Hopkins. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 50, check 50.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now Watson from the gun on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Smith now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line for it. And the pressure gets to him again. Geno Atkins, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift, that takeaway. Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Jones. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Go. Take 3.
On the counter, here's Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down, Smith. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 24. Watch 24. Showing it. Hey, switch gears.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 34 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Check 13. Tight dog. Check. Hey, lock it. Check.
Now Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The more toward the middle lands, all they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
22 jet bomber. Check time.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Second and 10 at the Jaguars 17.
15-1.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Titans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you.
trade.
It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend a day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.